back again. Can't find it. Do you have the machine to find it?
No, I'm sorry. But
It's still making me feel a little
Alright guys, today I'm going to prepare beans two ways. One is going to be soup, the other one is inspired by Bud Spencer and Terence Hill movies, where they always eat kind of baked beans, trinity beans, cowboy beans, you name it. The only difference is that what they do normally, they cook haricot beans, and I've got these awesome extra large, very tasty beans from Hungary, so I'm going to use these instead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pressure cook the beans first with some of the ingredients. Once the beans are almost cooked, I'm going to remove some for the Bud Spencer beans and finish the soup. So we're gonna get two dishes. Also, I have some lardons, so these are smoked lardons. It's bacon, basically bacon. And then I've got some more bacon. This is more like breakfast bacon, but I'm going to use some of this as well. Other ingredients I have is celery sticks, carrot, potato, parsnips, chili, parsley, smoked garlic, and loads of onions. And I'm going to use some tinned tomatoes as well. These are awesome, very tasty tomatoes, and that's about it. Seasoning is going to be very simple. For the soup, I'm going to go in the Hungarian way, so paprika, caraway seeds mostly, bit of tarragon. Yeah, I still have some tarragon, so that's gonna be for the soup. For the cowboy beans, I just call it Bud Spencer beans, is going to be with a lot of fried onions, a bit of carrot. Seasoning is going to be very simple: salt and pepper, maybe a bit of paprika and chili, and that's about it. So to begin with, I'm going to start with the beans, and as I said, I'm going to pressure cook them. And these beans have been soaked for over 20 hours now. All I do is add some already boiling water to speed up the process. Alright, and I'm going to add one large onion, which I'm going to dice. Now, interesting thing about these movies, the Terence Hill and Bud Spencer movies, is they were massively popular in Hungary when I was growing up in the 80s, and I know they are massively popular in Germany and Italy as well. However, in the UK, people don't actually know about them too much. Just finely chop this one. Yeah, and so these movies were massively popular in Hungary, and they always eat beans, and it's just so funny. It's always like they eating beans and they always eat it from frying pan. It's just such a cool memory. So I'm going to try to, I'm not going to replicate it, I'll do my take on it. There are many videos about people trying to replicate what they had in the movies. I'm going to add the onions, that's it, and then definitely some of this celery. Okay. In both dishes I'm going to use lardons. Again, this is proper smoked bacon basically. So I use half for the soup, or for the base if you like. I also have one of these stock cubes. This is basically smoked ham stock cube. Again, this is from Hungary. Not very common in the UK to find something like this, but it's a Nord product, so obviously they regionalize flavors. I'm going to add one of the carrots now. Okay, that's about it to start, and I'm just going to add a bit of the garlic as well. Just like that. Turn it on. Because I'm going to use paprika in both dishes, I'm going to add some now, but I'm going to adjust it later. And also I'm going to use 2 vegetable stock pots. Some salt. Not too much, can always readjust later on, and a bit of black pepper. But I tend to over season bean soup, and my mother-in-law, she makes an awesome bean soup, but she's using much less seasoning than I do, and sometimes less is more, as simple as that. Let's see if I've got bay leaf. If I have a bay leaf, I'll use bay leaf as well. I should have bay leaf somewhere. Probably. Most likely. Maybe, maybe not. Found the bay leaf. Amazing. One, 2 bay leaves. That's it. Alright, so the lid goes on, under pressure, that's it, I can move on. Alright, now next step is going to be the pork belly. What I'm going to do is season it with loads of red pepper, chili, got this salt which I bought in Spain, which is infused with paprika. That's about it. At this point I'm not going to add anything else to it except for a little olive oil. sure it's all seasoned nicely. This goes into the oven. I'll just bake it off as it is on a low heat, so I don't have to cover it or add any water or anything. I'll do the base for the Bud Spencer beans as well, and for that I'm going to use loads of onions. Carrot, celery, loads of garlic, and the lardons. Alright, and I'm also going to add a bit of this bacon as well. Alright guys, so this base I'm going to cook off on a medium heat. There is no rush, I have to wait for the beans anyway. So I'll wait. That's gonna take about half an hour, 40 minutes maybe in the pressure cooker. But I'll be back once these are almost done. Alright guys, so the base is quite nicely cooked. At this point I'm going to add the tinned tomatoes as well. Some of it. Let's go with 2 to start with. All right, looks good. Okay, and I'm going to dice the potatoes and the parsnips to go in the soup as well. Alright guys, pressure is gone. I can open the pressure cooker. Let's see how the beans are. Wow, gigantic. It's not fully cooked yet, but this is exactly what I wanted. Almost there. Very tasty as well. So at this point I'm going to take some of the beans and add it to the tomatoes. About this much, that's enough. And then the potatoes and parsnips go to the soup. and chili, of course. Okay, chili is not too hot. I'm going to add more to this than to the soup. And of course I'm going to add some tarragon to the soup as well. Not too much, just enough. Bring everything to the boil. Very tasty. Very tasty as well. And I haven't over seasoned it, which is great news. I'm going to add a bit of so this I showed you before, literally called red gold. It's a paprika paste and very flavorful, and I think I'll just add a tiny bit more salt to go, and tiny bit of happy chef. So this is, as you know, general seasoning, universal vegetable seasoning, which has a bit of MSG added to it, so it just amplifies everything ever so slightly. Don't go crazy with it. I think if it's used in what's the word, if you don't use too much, then it elevates the flavors. Just don't go overboard. Okay guys, as a finishing touch for the Bud Spencer beans, what I'm going to do, I'm going to fry some onions. So I've got this red onion, and all I do is just slice it. I'm going to add a bit of salt to help it release the water, and then I'm going to add some corn flour as well to make it crispy. And this is going to be the garnish for that. Let it sit for a few minutes, and then we're gonna fry it in oil to get awesome crispy onions. I'm also going to use a bit of corn starch to thicken up the soup. So it doesn't get too heavy. Of course you can thicken it with a roux. That works just as well, and to keep it quite light. Okay, the oil seems to be hot enough already. Okay guys, both dishes look absolutely awesome. Of course, as I said, the beans that they normally eat in the movies, in the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill movies, are haricot beans, and that's not what I used, but still, this is amazing. And then the soup, I try to mimic my mother-in-law's bean soup, which my wife really likes, and so do I. And I think I'm getting close, which is a good thing. So the only thing there is left is to get Mrs. T and try both of these dishes and get her approval. Looks and smells absolutely awesome. So smoky. Of course, we have some of the awesome fried onions for the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill beans. Wow, looks awesome. And of course, don't forget to have some pork belly. Idiot. I almost forgot I bought pork belly as well. Just perfectly cooked by now. Wow. Okay guys. Wow. This is going to be an absolutely amazing meal. Couple of pork bellies on there. Wow. Of course we have some sour cream for the soup. That's it. Okay guys, one theme, two different dishes. We have the lovely my mother-in-law's bean soup, and we have the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill beans, cowboy beans, whatever you like to call it, with some pork belly. It looks absolutely amazing. So let's get Mrs. T to try them. Okay, so first we have your mom's soup. Obviously not as good as your mom's, but I'm trying to get there. Try please.
It looks good. Thank you.
These beans are awesome. I love them. Getting there?
Nice.
Nice?
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yep.
And then of course try my take on the Bud Spencer and Terence Hill beans as well. With the extra crispy fried onions on the top. It's quite awesome to have two different dishes from the same base.
Oops.
Very different. Yeah?
Yummy. Nice. Love it.
Nice. Okay guys, Mrs. T approved. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.